Okay, so since there are no oxygens on the left, I don't have to worry about adding water, but I do need to add hydrogens to the right. I can only add them as 4H pluses. Now, the next thing that I add is electrons. Notice that this side is neutral and this side is 4 positive, so I need to put 4 electrons over there. So that one should be good. And then the next one, I do have oxygen, so I got to add waters. I'm going to need 3 of them for those oxygens. And then I need to add 3 H pluses to the left. Or sorry, 6 total, because it's 3 times the H2O, so 6 total. And then I need to figure out my electrons. So right now I've got 6 plus 6, and then plus a number of electrons that are negative, and then plus a -1 equals a -1 because of that guy being a negative. So like the negative and negatives kind of cancel each other out. So what I need is for my electrons to balance out my 6. I'm going to need 6 electrons. So if you couldn't see that, maybe you can see it now. The 6 hydrogens and the 6 electrons will cancel each other out, and then we have a -2, a negative on both sides. All right, so then the big thing is that I don't have an equal number of electrons, so I need to multiply the top one by 6 and the bottom one by 4. Now, for me, the way I did it on the practice, which I think was confusing to folks, was I just didn't want to have to deal with multiplying in all the large numbers because I'm going to end up with like 24s and stuff. And so I just multiplied all of the top one by 6/4, because when you do that, if you multiply like the 4 electrons times 6/4, then those cancel and you end up with 6 electrons, and then you can cancel out with your other 6 electrons. But you don't have to multiply by everything by 6/4. You can multiply everything out like that. So I've got 6, 6, 24, 24. And then I have 24 because 6 times 4 is 24. 24 because 6 times 4. This is 4, 4, and then 12. Then when I add them together, I do my hydrogens here are going to cancel with those hydrogens. And then when my electrons are here, they're going to cancel with those electrons. So I'm left with 6 into H4 plus 4Bro3 minus goes to 6 into plus 4Br minus plus 12H2O. Now that is not the lowest ratio of coefficients, so I need to change it to 3, 2, 3, 2, and 6 into H4 Bro3 minus into Br minus H2O. So all together, that's going to give me, here's 5, plus 3 is 8, plus 2 is 10, plus 6 is 16. Now, so note you might be thinking, but what about the base part? Okay, so there are some equations where they won't change. It doesn't matter whether you do acid or base. They won't change it all. And if you look at my overall right here, there were no H pluses in there. Like if there'd been an H plus, well, then I would have added OH to both sides. But if there's no H pluses, then I can't add any OHs to fix it because there aren't any H's to bounce it out. So in fact, it doesn't actually matter if you bounce this one in acid or base, you'll get the same exact answer.